everyone, this is the TheDeadstockStash. My name is Logan. Today we're going to be looking at a pair of Yeezy 350 V2s that came out on August 22nd, 2020. These are the Yeezy Israfil, or I think I'm pronouncing that correctly, Israfil. So the name, by the way, I have two pairs of these, the other pair's right here. We will be looking at both of these, which I'll get into in a minute. I may just speed up through the unboxing of the second pair so you don't have to watch this twice. But I do want to give a little bit of a background of the name. So, as you may have noticed, all of the recent Yeezys are kind of named after biblical figures. In this case, it's named after an angel. So Israfil is a archangel. There's 4 archangels. Israfil is the Islamic name for this angel. The counterpart in the Christian religion is Raphael. This angel is the angel of music. He is supposed to sound the trumpet on Judgment Day, which is the end of the world. So that is kind of interesting because it's kind of alluding to the end of something. And in my opinion, I think that it may be... Alright, sorry. So these are supposed to come with this extra little thing of laces and this card, and I wanted to make sure that we had this. So the end is something, right? So the angel, and I think that's interesting because as far as I've seen, the next 350s that come out, they all have this single lacing system. I'm not sure really what it's technically called. I've seen it been called just like the bungee lacing system. A bunch of the new Yeezys have this. You've seen it on like the 700 V3s, I think, or the MVMNs, the minivan, whatever you want to call it, as well as the 380s. Anyway, so this is the new lacing system, and I think maybe the name kind of signifies the end of the traditional laces, because with this pair, you have to cut these in order to use just the standard laces. So they all come with these extra laces, same color, but in order to use the normal laces, you'd have to cut these, which I don't think most people are very interested in cutting the laces on their Yeezys that they just spent $220 on, maybe more if you didn't get them for retail. But this is a new pattern, and I think they came out on the last pair, but this little card here says, a special knitting process creates a one-of-a-kind prime knit upper for every pair, ensuring nobody else has one just like these. So that's cool, because it kind of gives you a little bit of a personal feel to these, but it also means that neither shoe is going to be exactly the same. But it also means that this other pair that I have here, which we're about to open up, should be considerably different than these, and I'm really interested to see if they are. These are both size 6.5, so there really shouldn't be any, like, oh, the size is different, so the prime knit is gonna be in a different spot, or whatever there may be. Unfortunately, I didn't get these in my size. I got these off the Adidas Confirmed app, which if you guys don't know, it's super easy to use. You just choose a size, put in your payment information, and it's basically a raffle. Maybe you win, maybe you don't. It's much better than waiting in the queue on Yeezy Supply. In my opinion, it's just easy. It's not a hassle. I've had pretty good luck with it. All right, so we'll probably fast forward through this so you guys don't have to see me open up this extra pair, but I want to put both pairs next to each other, so we'll do that now. All right, so we're back. You guys just watched me probably really fast. So I really want to compare. They're not that much different, in my opinion. There's maybe a little bit different here on the toe box where this goes. Let's look at this side. So are these actually one of a kind each? I think they're pretty much the same. If you guys see any differences, please go ahead and leave a comment and let me know, but between these two pairs, I'd say they're pretty much the same. I do see a little bit of a difference. Sorry, it's kind of hard to do this. on the like tongue part there. So there's a little bit, I mean, that's the same pattern there. It's just there's more here than there is here. Okay, so there's the two right sides. Let's look at the two left sides real quick. I'm trying to see a difference here, guys. I just don't. I don't see much of a difference. So for them to say that each pair is one of a kind, I feel is a little bit of a reach. The primeknit patterns have always been just slightly different anyways, so I see there's less of this darker blue here and more of it here. There's also some weird little bulging happening there, which I hate, but that happens often in these, in 350s in general. Yeah. Okay, well, I don't see much of a difference. If you guys do, please let me know. I'd love to see where the differences are between all of these. So the name thing, I know that a lot of people don't care that much, but it's kind of one of those things that I like to know the history or the meaning behind stuff. So Israfil or Raphael is the archangel of basically the end of the world. But it's interesting to me that Kanye chose the name Israfil because that's the Islamic name. And Israfil isn't in the Quran. Like, that name isn't in the Quran. It's kind of just an unnamed angel. And as far as I'm aware, he's more of the Judeo-Christian religion, so it would have kind of been Raphael. But maybe he's trying to, you know, Raphael isn't a very interesting name. Then there would just be some guy out there with the name Raphael who has a pair of Yeezys named after him. I doubt there's very many people out there named Israfil. I may be wrong. If your name is Israfil, let me know, because that'd be kind of cool. I'm interested in that. I really do like this color. I wish I would have got these in my size because it's kind of like a bluish denim gray color. It's a nice, solid, you know, basic colorway that I feel like you could wear with a lot. I don't really care for this yellowish orange stripe, to be completely honest. It's just not my favorite. He has a lot of 350s that are kind of a yellowish green color. If this would have just been, you know, clear or black, or even this darker gray that is kind of throughout the rest of it, I think it would have made this shoe a lot better. I don't honestly care for this new kind of blocking pattern on the inside. There's another, see, one of those weird things with the primeknit. When you wear them, you know, it kind of gets pulled out, but it's just kind of frustrating, in my opinion. I don't like that. So this blocking kind of reminds me of those Adidas tubulars that came out a while ago that really looked kind of a lot like Yeezy at the time, but they weren't, you know, they're kind of like the bargain value Yeezy. And that's what this reminds me of, or even like one of the NMDs. No pull tab on this pair, and the center stitching is a little bit different than in past versions. There's been a few different versions of the center stitching. I don't honestly care for this one. This one looks just like a seam in a shirt. I'll definitely have B-roll, obviously. Maybe you guys can see this here. I'm gonna actually grab, I have shoes over here. I'm gonna grab the bread Yeezys so that we can compare the different stitching. So this stitching on the breads, right? You can really see the stitching, right? It looks like it's maybe inverse, like this is, it looks like it's supposed to be on the inside, whereas this is much more refined, and it doesn't do anything for me. This was kind of a cooler look, in my opinion, or maybe I just like the older older releases, although I would say that this is probably one of my favorite recent colorways that have come out. Resale really isn't that much. It's about, you know, it depends on the size. These are about $80 over retail. These are at like 300 right now, like 9.5 or 10, which is my normal size is only, you know, 250-ish. So these definitely, the stock was high. There wasn't a whole lot of interest in this. There isn't anything revolutionary about this pair. It's just a solid colorway in my opinion. And I was kind of, this is the first pair that I've gotten with this new lacing system, so I really wanted to see it. If you guys know what the name is for this lacing system, let me know. I'm gonna continue to call it the Infinity lacing system. It's kind of cool. So if you don't know, to lace these, you just basically pull up and it tightens up all through here. But I don't honestly like the way that looks, so it would take some, I don't know. You know, I don't lace my 350s anyways. They're just kind of, you saw the breads just now, the lacing is just how it was from the factory, or I just completely unlace them. You know, so you had to tighten it up and then you can pull it tight. But then you have this thing kind of just flopping around if you really needed to like pull them tight for whatever reason. And this looks kind of stupid to me. So let me know. Let me know what you guys think. Were these a must cop? Did you cop? Do you not care about these? And how do you feel about the new lacing system? Like I just showed you, it's not really my favorite. If you have not yet, please do subscribe to the channel. And if you are on Instagram, please follow me at TheDeadstockStash. I really do appreciate it. Good luck on your next cop. Take care.